Are we good to go?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi everyone, we're super excited to be talking to you today because we're launching our 2015 Business of Baking on Tour, which is super exciting. We've actually changed things up a bit, try to make them a little bit more awesome. Is that actually possible?
Yeah.
Yay! That's very excited. So we thought we'd take the opportunity today to tell you a little bit about what we're doing different to last year and also answer a couple of the questions that you might have had because we've had a number of people asking stuff and we thought it'd be a good time to give you the answers that you've been looking for. So we're just going to jump right in and start with telling you a little bit about what we're going to discuss today. So today we're going to talk about who the tour is actually for, whether or not it's relevant to you to attend. And of course, we'd like to think it's all of you, but that might not be the case. So we're going to tell you about that. We're going to tell you about how the course is different to the blog, because a couple of people have asked us that. If the blog is free, why would I pay for the course? So we're going to explain that too. We're going to talk about where we're going in 2015, which is super exciting. I completely love to travel, so that's kind of exciting for me. We're also going to discuss the new price structure. We have listened when you guys have said that things, you're finding it hard to pay for it, so we're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about a special feature that we've added, which is super exciting, and I'm going to keep that one a bit secret till we get to that part. And then we're going to talk about where we go from here. So I'm going to let Sharon take it away with who this course is for.
So part of the feedback that we've gotten is a lot of people are unsure whether this course is for them or not. And I just wanted to clarify that this course, in fact, we would love to say this is just for everyone and everyone just sign up.
The whole world should come.
Yeah, the whole world should come. But it is not. We've had a diverse range of people come to class so far, and I would say the course is for people who are literally just starting up, and also for people who have been in business for a few years. We have seen both come to our class, of people who are just testing the waters and they kind of want to go in and have a look and see if this is actually a viable industry and a viable business for them. And on the other hand, we've also had people who've been in business for 2-3 years, who are looking for more efficient ways to run their business and to build a sustainable business. And that's what we're here to help you do. It's not saying that it's only for people who want to start up or it's only for people who know what they're doing. It's more about us helping you build this sustainable long-term business. So that's,
Yeah, and so one of the things I think we really want to stress is that there are people who've said, oh, I think it's too beginner for me, and there are other people who've said, oh, it's too advanced for me. And actually, that's one of the advantages of this course, which makes it different to the blog, is that it's a very small group situation. We're more than happy to tailor the content to your personal problems or personal concerns.
And it is very tailored because the classes that we have run, they're so different from each other, the two that we have run so far. Because we tailored it to the people who came, So when you come, we ask you what you're trying to achieve from this, and everything else we discuss from then onwards is based on what you were trying to achieve.
Yeah, so for those of you watching this who have enrolled in the course, and for those of you who haven't but are interested, when you actually sign up, you answer a couple of really basic questions about your business, and that we then go and research you a little bit. We stalk them.
Yes.
We shouldn't call it that. Okay, we stalk you, but we go and check out what your business is all about, and so that we know that when we get to meet you, we actually have a little bit of a background on how we can help you out, and we modify our content to meet the needs of the people in the class. Right. Now, of course, in any one class, you might have somebody who's just at the dreaming stage versus somebody who's at the I've been in business 5 years and I'm really frustrated stage, and that's totally fine. The point is that we try to make the content relevant to those two people. And there are points where the person who's been in a business a long time might be going, oh, a little bit of this, I've already heard it, but it's a good refresher. And there are some people who are at the very beginning who are going, I've never heard this before, and this just seems so far beyond where I want to be, but I will eventually get there. So it's relevant insofar as you're all going to be learning, and hopefully we make it as relevant to you as we can. For those of you who are saying the blog is free, why would I pay for a course? The major difference there is that it is all about the in-depth personal experience. I write the blog so that you can read it on the run, so that you can, as you often tell me, sit on your couch in your pajamas eating M&Ms and read the blog, and that's great, and I'm very happy to provide that service, but that's very much a case of read it and run. The course is not read it and run. It's the kind of thing that you come along, you learn from us for 2 days, you then get the support afterwards. It's meant to be an ongoing mentoring. I have written many times about the value of mentoring. In some ways, I think the blog does do that, but only on a very small, little tiny scale. That's more about daily advice and how to run your business on a day-to-day point of view. And the course itself is really more about the long-term mentoring program. So that's its main difference. The other thing too is that because I know that the readers of the blog vary so greatly in where they are and where they're located and whatever, I don't tailor it. at all. In terms of I make it industry specific, I don't make it person specific. And in the course, we aim to make it person specific.
Right. And we do, I mean, we also do the research on the area that you come from. So it's not just, you know, if we run a course in Sydney, it's not all just Sydney-based information. And if you're, so for example, if you're regional, we actually look and do some tailoring for the regional areas, because how you would market and sell your product in a regional area is totally different from, you know, somewhere like a main city in Sydney. So that is a big difference too.
Yeah, and there's been a couple of people who have asked me, both of you are in Australia, is it very Australia specific? No, it's industry specific, and it's specific to you and where you're coming from. So we just want to stress that part, that we actually put in a lot of work behind the scenes to make sure that you're actually getting a really quality course and that it's relevant to you, and that you walk away from the 2 days going, oh my God, they actually listen to me and they get it. Because we do get it, really.
Yeah, and when you walk away, it's not just walking away. We're always here. So that's I think the main part as well.
Yeah, and one of the final differences I wanted to highlight too is that the blog is written entirely by me, and therefore it comes from my experience, meaning my experience as a parent, my experience as an actual physical bricks and mortar shop owner, my experience having self-funded all of it. I don't teach internationally, etc. And the reason why Shannon and I do this together, and the reason why this course works so well together, is because you actually get two different perspectives. So for those of you who are going, I'm a mom and I don't know what that's about and how do I run that and run a business, I can answer those really easily. Whereas those of you who are just starting out, haven't yet reached that stage of life, or may never reach that stage in their lives, and want to know a little bit about what it's like to have a business from home but no kids, that's also a different thing. So how it's different from the blog, you get someone else's point of view, which is kind of nice, really. I like to think I know it all, but somehow I don't think so. All right, so Shannon's just going to tell you where we're going, and I'm super excited because I get to go home. Well, close to home.
Yay!
Close to
okay,
home.
So in 2015, we've got quite a few spots. The first one, and I'm going to read this off here so it looks like I'm looking down, but the first one we've got is Melbourne on the 21st and 22nd of March next year, and that's at the Novotel in Glen Waverley. And then we've got Perth on the 18th and 19th of April, and that's at Cake Love. Tampa, Florida on the 23rd and 24th of May at Sugar Arts Studio, and San Francisco 26th and 27th of May in Baking Arts. And then to finish it off, we've got Sydney on the 25th and 26th of July near the Sydney airport area. So if you're thinking of flying in, that would be a perfect venue actually for you. So. Yeah.
So the reason why we're going to Australia is because we've had lots of people ask us to stay in Australia and be in our respective hometowns of Sydney and Melbourne. Perth, nobody ever seems to go there, so we decided it's time to go to Perth.
We'll give them some love.
Yeah, absolutely. And in the US, we're going both to the East Coast and to the West Coast. We didn't get to what somebody recently told me is called the Third Coast, which apparently is either north like Chicago or south.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah.
Right, okay.
But we tried to pick places that were easy to get to from a transport point of view. So we hope that we'll see you there, which is super exciting.
Great.
So I wanted to also address the issue of price. Now, the course is not cheap. I'm just going to be straight out and say that. But as we always say, cheap cake isn't not good either, or whatever that expression is.
Good cake is not cheap.
Good cake is not cheap, exactly. Awesome courses aren't cheap either. But we are very aware that we all work in an industry where money is tight and money is an issue. And it's not always that easy to come up with the money that we're asking you to come up with. So we thought we'd restructure things a little bit to make it a little bit more affordable for some of you and give some of you more value because you were asking us to do more and be more for you. So we've kind of... previously, there was one pricing level. Now there are 3 pricing levels. And just bear with me. It's not confusing, but it's going to get a little long. So the introductory option is that you can come into the course as a basic entry-level attendee. That doesn't mean that you're basic or entry-level. It just means that that's what you're paying for. That's $850, and that gets you the 2-day live course and all the love and attention that you would get in that 2-day live course. You also get access to the private Facebook group where we answer and moderate those questions regularly. We also include topics for discussion in that group, and you're going to get class notes on the day. So that's for people who are happy to come along, just want to do that 2-day live course, either don't need or don't want that follow-up and can really only afford basic entry. You still get to come to the 2-day course, you still get heaps of love. It's just a nice entryway into that. Then we've got the premium level people. That costs $1,495, which sounds like a lot of money, doesn't it? Yeah. It's like a cake and a beer. After you come to us and we teach you how to price.
That's right.
And so the premium level is kind of like a middle tier version, and that includes the 2-day live course, the access to the private Facebook group, basic class notes, but you also get the copy of every single one of our slides, and it's actually several of them, and it's really great content. You also get the follow-up 10-week e-course, which is a once a week, goes for 2.5 months, 10 weeks, And it's a direct follow-up to the actual content that we talked about in class. And what a lot of people find is that they go to the class, they get really jazzed up and super excited, and then they kind of get back to their
reality.
Yeah, get back to reality or their daily grind, and they just forget what we're talking about. So the 10-week e-course is a really good way to then keep you back on track. And you also get 2 private webinars with Shannon and I and the rest of the people from your city. So that's our premium package, which gets you all that stuff. And then for the people who are wanting something that a little bit more, we've also introduced what we call elite pricing. Now, elite pricing is $24.95, $2,495, not $24.95.
Just in case.
This is not crafty. And those guys actually get the super mega bonus amazing package option. So that's the 2-day live course, access to the private Facebook group, basic class notes, and a copy of all our slides. The 10-week e-course, the 2 webinars. You also get 2 private consultations. Your choice, whether or not those are 2 with me, 2 with Sharon, 1 each, however you would like to do it, that's fine. You're also going to get priority email access, which means that your emails that get sent to us will get answered within 24 hours of us receiving them. We do answer a lot of emails, but now it's gotten to the point where we feel like we need to honor the people who really need that one-on-one and immediate responses and attention. You're also going to get a USB stick, which is pre-loaded with a whole bunch of templates. It's going to have things like forms, things like how to commonly answer email replies, how to write a terms and conditions. I'll probably have a template on there for things like how to write a business plan. It's going to be pre-loaded with lots and lots and lots of stuff that people spend lots and lots and lots of hours developing, and we've already done that for you. It's going to have an FAQ section, the parts that you should have on the website, all that kind of stuff that is all about systems-based, how to run your business in an efficient way without you having to sit there and think, how do I put together a form for this?
It's like a ready-to-go stick.
Yeah, a ready-to-go stick, exactly. Put it in, plug your logo in there, obviously change the spelling to American spelling if you need to, and away you go. So that's what our elite group is going to get. So just to recap, there's the basic entry-level pricing where you get to come hang out with us for 2 days, we get to shower you with love and affection, you get to hang out with us on Facebook, and you get all your class notes. The premium membership is $14.95, 2 days course, Facebook, class notes, copy of the slides, 10 weeks of e-course, and the webinars. And then there's the people at the top who are the elite guys, and they get the course, the Facebook group, the notes, the slides, the 10-week e-course, 2 webinars, 2 private consultations. I feel like this list is very long. Priority email access, the USB with all that cool stuff on it, and of course our undying love and affection, but then everyone gets that. So I don't know if that can be considered an extra feature, because everyone just gets that part. So hopefully this makes it a little bit easier for some of you guys. I know you've really been struggling to come along to the course at its current price. So this gives you a couple of different options to choose from. So Sharon has something super exciting to talk about. We've had this in our brain forever.
Yeah, so we've talked about this for quite some time now. We're super excited to share it with you. So
what we're doing, I need my pom-poms. It's my little excited dance.
Yeah, what we're going to do in 2015, and it's something that I also believe quite strongly about, is because in traveling, I meet a lot of people, and a lot of people who I see so much potential in, but they're just lacking, a little bit of business skills, or they're just lacking a little bit of training, but I see it in them, and I talked to Michelle about this, and what we're going to do in 2015 is actually offer a scholarship program. And so the details will be announced closer to the date, but what we're going to do is have this program, and it's only eligible, first of all, for people who have already signed up. So you need to sign up and actually enroll in the class to be eligible for the scholarship program. But the scholarship program we're going to have, we're going to work out the details in a bit, but we're going to basically give you the money back for what you've spent on this course. So it's really, really exciting. Cool. I know, because I truly believe, even though you may not have the money, sometimes it's, how do I say this? You just need to have an extra little push, and this is what we're giving you. It's kind of that little push, because we believe in giving back to the industry, so. Yeah, I think the thing is that we really want to help you guys out, but at the same time, if we just said, hey, we're having a scholarship thing, please send millions of applications, we would hear lots and lots and lots of fantabulous sub-stories, and not that sub-stories aren't real, because they are, but this is more about, once you've chosen to invest in yourself and to invest in your business and invest in your future, we're happy to give back and say, we actually see a lot of potential in you, and to help you move that much more forward, you get your entire course fees back to go and enroll in additional courses, to go and help you pay for that website, to invest in your business further. We want to invest in you because you've invested in us, and so that's the way it's going to work. There'll be one scholarship in every city that we attend.
which is super exciting. And you guys will give you all the details about it a little bit later. But the basic thing is if you don't enroll, you're not eligible. So please don't send us lots of emails begging because it just doesn't work that way. You need to invest in you and then we'll invest in you is how we work. And the last thing to tell you guys about, which is super exciting, is that Shannon and I are starting a new thing. Oh, now you're excited. All right, so Shannon and I are starting this new thing called Bob TV, which we're very excited about. And basically the way it's going to work is following on from this video, there's going to be in the next couple of months, you'll see me releasing them on the vlog. There'll be some live videos where we answer questions from you guys. Some of you may know that I currently do a feature called Confused and Cakeland, where I answer people's individual questions, and I thought it'd be a bit more fun to do it live.
Yeah.
So that's how we're going to do it. We're going to read a couple of questions out and answer them and give you our two different perspectives on them. One of the cool things for me about working with Sharon is that when somebody asks us a question in class or by email, often we give them the same answer, but we arrive there through different paths, which is kind of cool for me.
Yeah.
I'm always glad when we come up with the same answer. It's always a plus. Woo, dodged a bullet there. So look forward to meeting you guys all again in some Bob TV episodes. If you'd like to come along on the tour, we'd love to have you. You just need to go to www.bizbakeontour.com and enroll there. You're also welcome to email either Sharon and I. Send me a message on Instagram, whatever you want. You can stalk us right back, really. We're really happy for you to do that. And we're really looking forward to meeting you guys in all those cities, so we hope that you'll come along and play with us.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for watching. If you've got any questions about anything that we've said at all, just let us know. We're happy to help out. Otherwise, onwards
See you
to
on
2015.
tour. Yeah.
Woohoo!
Yay!
I think we need 2 t-shirts.
Tour t-shirts?
Yeah. Maybe we'll have 2 t-shirts. Yeah, we need 2 t-shirts. Yes.